Hey there, Max here, and we got us another Max0r video. It's been a little bit since the last one, and I am very curious how this one's going to go. This one is about the Outlast Trials. I've heard of the Outlast Trials. I heard that it theoretically wasn't that good from what I was told, so I kind of avoided it. I'm pretty sure it's the one where, unless it's a completely different game that I don't know about, I could have sworn that it was a takeoff of the Outlast games, where you're going through with the camera through a sanatorium, finding some crazy demon guy thing, possession stuff. It's hard to tell. Psychic stuff, no monsters, but lots of crazy, insane people. I just remember the doctor who was very, very crazy. So yeah, we're gonna take a look and see what this is all about. I don't know why it would consider this a Friendslop game if it's an Outlast game, but, well, we're about to find out. Let's go ahead and get this pulling up. Max0r, take it away, sir.
Hello, everybody. MaxQ videos here. This one is
Okay, yes, it is indeed the game I am thinking of.
bound to give you a spook. Allow me to ask you a personal question.
But what the heck am I looking at?
Have you ever wanted to play a Scooby-Doo type game? And let me stop you right there because I already know the answer. No, of course you don't. Nobody has ever thought of that question once in their entire lives.
What am I looking at?
Similar question to that. Is the Outlast Trials what we would call a Friendslop game? Because
I mean, technically.
if I were to hypothetically play yet another 4-player co-op horror game with deadly enemies, random maps, proximity voice chat, and a gigantic BB No Money concert where God used to be, I would not choose such a lethal company. The experience would not be peak, and I would be unable to outlast these trials until I was dead by daylight.
Ha ha ha.
You an actual question, what the fuck is happening in Dead by Daylight? I am not going to
I don't know. I've stopped playing that game a long time ago.
claim that this game is that new of a concept, okay? It is not, but this one, by its sheer combination of actual skill expression and capricious bullshit, no, I can't get in the door, fucker, I've already locked it, always seems to drag me in from
No, it's another one of those asynchronous games where someone's a killer and other people are just trying to survive.
or long after I've stopped playing all those other games. And if there is hope for turning mass-marketed slop into a
No, clearly not, because there's other kinds of monsters and stuff in here.
somewhat hidden gem, maybe, just maybe, there is hope for my YouTube channel. Allow me to clear up some misconceptions, because despite all the hyper-realistic gore and viscera that will get this video demonetized, the Outlast Trials is not a scary game. It does not pretend to be a scary game, nor is it an inherently funny game, although the concept of kidnapping mannequin children so they can be sent to their mannequin youth pastor is
I don't think you want to go in that truck.
definitely an interesting objective choice.
Very much
because
stranger danger.
fundamentally, what the Outlast Trials is actually trying to be is the single most accurate, most refined, legally and psychologically unethical Scooby-Doo simulator. If Scooby-Doo had a 1 in 30 chance of strapping a fucking bomb to his chest, in this game, you play as a gang
Okay, someone's gonna have to explain this game to me because, oh my god, what the heck am I looking at?
of intrepid mystery solvers tasked with the investigation of exactly how many crimes against humanity one gang of intrepid mystery solvers can possibly commit, with each mystery taking
What?
place in its own elaborate and convincing simulation of what it is like to be on Epstein's island as Jeffrey Epstein, requiring complex problem solving, navigation, cooperation, and various degrees of Simon Says, while the entire population of the nearest psych ward are doing everything in their power to prevent us from doing math.
My name's Peachy, I'm 24 years old, and I never learned how to fucking do math.
I'm a fucking moron.
I got it. I'm just kidding, I take that back. My name is
Well, your first mistake is having VTubers joining you in for these. Trust me, I know, I was one.
I'm 24 years old, and I'm a fucking math genius. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Fuck.
Rise and shine, Mystery Crew.
Ah, Jesus, where the hell am I?
Congratulations on your last day of ever being able to see the sun. We here at Mystery Incorporated are dedicated to your well-being and the solving of many mysteries.
You mean like the Kennedy assassination?
No, that was definitely us. As
Oh,
such,
dear.
take your time to explore our many therapeutic amenities, all optimized to train the mind in the wily ways of investigation.
I mean, chess is kind of nice, I guess. Fucking queen to A4.
Straight up, they got chests, nice.
And when you're ready to see what's new, Scooby-Doo, We are coming after you. Feel free to take our complimentary lip service to the trial of your choice. Hallucinogenic gas is included in
How many different of these trials are there?
every trip.
Oh, I get it. He said trip. Loading into the first map, there are
Should I actually play this game? Let me know.
two things that you will immediately notice about this game, with the first and by far the funniest one being that this game has possibly the silliest and most insanely detailed proximity chat that I have ever seen in a video game.
Hello, you look like a suitable mate.
Literally going so far as to model the bouncing of sound waves and even the material composition of the room you are standing in. If your friend is being chased in a metal hallway, he will sound like he is screaming in a metal hallway. By contrast,
Okay, that's some detail. I'll give him that.
if he's in a wooden room, it will sound warmer, thicker, significantly more intimate, and quiet, and close. Whereas if he's far away from you, the only way that you can communicate will be to relay a radio signal from the moon.
And said radio signal apparently gets garbled.
What the fuck, dude? Fucking Mars Curiosity rover over here, Jesus Christ. This shit took genuine engineering and technical innovation, and we are currently using it to simulate the effects of some kind of Moldavian Kush. Okay, motherfucker, but more details on that later.
I'll kick this motherfucker.
What kind of fucking
I'm still trying to figure out what the heck I am looking at.
fruit
Jesus
is
Christ.
this?
Hello, you must be the smiling friend.
You're really good at that.
Now we got the
voice.
smiling friends in here?
You can only talk.
That's right. You have visitors. That's right.
And second,
Wait, did he actually have that voice actor working with him on this one?
yes, that was only the first thing, is the fact that you have loaded into the trial with a bomb strapped to your fucking chest.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
And it's counting down now. But to first understand how we can defuse this proverbial and metaphorical bomb looming over the video, like I am foreshadowing a twist, we need to first talk about what exactly is an Outlast trial.
Thank you.
You have time to wait for that, right? Every single Outlast trial is paced and plays exactly like an episode of Scooby-Doo, naturally beginning
John Cena?
every trial with a unique and violently cascading mystery, which can only be survived by the taking of human life. A
Oh,
mystery
yeah.
which we will have to solve by using
So basically, unfair jigsaw.
our deductive reasoning skills and our ability to read the signs that tell you what the objective is. And it's still not good enough. If you see money sign, means good, yes, jewels. If you see evil skull sign, means bad. Don't pick up evil skull jewel. Now, most objectives in this game are not as complicated as 4 emojis, though some of them are definitely pretty mind-blowing, but rather that every single level and every single map in the Outlast Trials is a completely new episode with a completely different murder subplot.
Oh, lovely. Hangman. I love that game. Except when I'm the one who's hanging.
Like the objective where you locate the severed heads and bathe them in acid to dispose of the evidence, helping a mentally ill man get over his phobia of electricity, using shock therapy, feeding bad and naughty children the recommended daily serving of bleach, dealing cocaine on the street, rigging an election, kidnapping orphans at the state fair so you can grind them up inside of a giant blender, and so much more on top of that. My favorite is definitely the one where you go to the mall so you can,
Oh, god damn it.
hypothetically, befriend the President of the United States using your very powerful squirt gun.
Right, Discord federal agents, are you hearing me? I do not want to kill the President of the United States. That would be against the law.
So okay, now that we have our objective and we finally have our eyeballs, green, it is time for our mystery gang to get to the bottom of who could possibly be killing all of these innocent people. There are 2 things standing in the way of this, with the first one being the giant monsters that chase after Scooby and kill him with actual guns. I found Franco. These are obviously important, and I'm going to be getting to them.
I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what I'm really looking at. What's the goal of this thing? Clearly you gotta solve these trial things, but what's the goal? What's the crap? What's the stakes? What's happening here? Hey, how's it going?
Very soon. Just know that there are always like 8 of them present at the same time. And the second one is that every single trial is filled to the brim with random traps and puzzles, all designed to take as long as humanly possible, require some kind of communication, and to be very difficult to deal with when under a high amount of stress.
Which I imagine you're under a lot of...
As an example of this, imagine the scenario in which you and the boys are tasked with changing the channel on the television to realistic renders of a Chinese factory accident. To this end, there is a code on the TV which, when pressed incorrectly, will cause you to die immediately. Okay then,
nice.
that just means we need to figure out the code. And all we have to do for that is search through the gigantic-ass fun house of death.
Funhouse for a code? What?
Search for projectors scattered throughout the map, insert film into said projectors,
Makes about as much sense as a Resident Evil puzzle.
then unfortunately discover that you have delivered the wrong film reel, and the right one is currently being held by Scooby inside of the disturbing hand room. Because the only way to figure out which film goes into which projector is to deliver one and pray to God that you do not encounter the Xanax mob.
Oh my god.
Do you see her?
Yep, I see her. I see her.
No. Then when you finally get the right one, it reveals to you a single digit. Can you calm the fuck down, dude? And
Clearly not.
if we somehow forget any one of them by the end, we will have to go all the way back and be killed by the Penis Man. This is how you change a
Gee, I wonder why he's called that.
regular television in this godforsaken game. None of this is ever explained to us. We do not have any idea what we're doing right now, and we will make further mistakes in the future because the Outlast Trials actually expects you to use your brain.
What? Why do I want to use that?
There. Most of the time, he is either in the library or he's in the library. He's got to be somewhere in the library. You can tell because the giant sign that says witnesses points
Witness me!
to the library. Yeah, you just get through the trap by slow opening it. Yeah, you just gotta be careful about it. Oh, you closed it. Oh. This has the convenient effect of not only encouraging, but necessitating the classic phrase, "Let's split up, gang," because not only is every clue spread throughout the level in the most inconvenient way possible, the map was orientated backward, but also that every level is filled with a not insignificant amount of monsters that I would really prefer to not all be inside of the same hallway, please.
He keeps going a mile a minute. I don't know what to even say.
Yes,
But I wonder how many of these weird creature, monster, mutant, weirdo guys are in this game.
while going grocery shopping is pretty difficult when you have autism, it is made significantly harder to do when you are being chased by the Gingle Dingle. Enemies in the Outlast Trials are not very scary and not very deadly on their own until they decide to be.
Oh. Oh dear.
Holy shit!
Okay, a minute. I'll take everything slightly scarier when you add night vision.
Oh my god! And yet the Outlast Trials is also one of the hardest games I have ever played.
Really?
And no, that isn't because the CEO berates you every time you step on a piece of glass.
You are a fucking disgrace. I would put you down if you were a dog.
I wonder if that's the actual in-game narrator who's doing this videos. I know he did that for the, what was it called? Shoot. Ultra Kill. And I know he did that with the Ultra Kill with Gabriel.
Raised a bad son? Do you play League of Legends or
I do!
something? You are gay.
Well, that's rude.
That's an insult because it's the 1950s.
Yeah.
Are you differently abled? My stupid chud reagent won't stop checking up in the trial. Your family tree must be a wreath. Look,
I can't tell if this is actually in the game or if it's actually a paid actor.
looks like you couldn't outlast my trials. If I was you, I would start running now.
Because where the Outlast Trials lacks in bullshit instant killing enemies custom built to clip farm your favorite streamer, it makes up for with absolutely constant, never-ending sensory overload.
Oh,
Oftentimes
lovely.
filling the entire map with an absolute clown car of enemies, each
That is definitely a lot of enemies if you're trying to be stealthy.
which having their own unique abilities and bullshit modifiers, while being able to repeatedly teleport across the entire map.
Oh, there he is.
Okay, that's an interesting picture spawn. That was a really interesting picture spawn. So how exactly are we supposed to solve this mystery? I am glad you asked, person who still has a bomb strapped to his chest and cannot refuse any request I make.
Oh,
to
dear.
answer your question,
I
enemies
wonder if every person has a bomb struck to their chest or if it's only one of the people in the team.
in this game are what you would call kind of stupid and tend to struggle with the concept of object permanence. Wait, he's checking the fucking locker. What? He genuinely doesn't know where you are.
That's so... What?
Hello?
Wait! She's literally Mother Goose. She has a goose puppet on her hand? What? Programming is hard.
All right, yeah, you almost got me there, buddy. No one tell her, no one tell her. On top of this, enemies in the Outlast Trials all have their own individual capabilities and weaknesses, each of which will have to be factored in with each other, with the objective, and with any potentially challenging modifiers.
I noticed this big thing that's usually across the top called the Murkoff property. I wonder what that is.
I will be addressing that very soon.
Play this video game in an airport. It's a good idea. No, it is not.
For instance, most enemies will not be able to see you in the dark until you encounter an enemy that can only see you in the dark.
Wait, what?
Most often
Only see you in the dark? That sounds weird. Oh, it must be using these the night vision goggles that if everything else is bright, you can't see.
That cannot see literally anything. And honestly, he can't even...
Oh, I remember that guy from Resident Evil 4.
Hear that well anyways. Most enemies in this game are also limited by their range, until you encounter an enemy that carries around a literal shotgun, ow, fucker, and coincidentally hunts you down inside of an American school. An experience which every American child has endured at least 6 times in their life. Don't look, don't turn around, don't turn around, just don't.
And of course they turn around. Him.
But at the very least, no matter how difficult an enemy is to avoid, you can definitely trust the level that you are playing is probably not filled with 100 identical statues which look exactly like the enemy that is trying to kill you.
Oh, lovely.
Because that would be really bad. Okay, so we've talked a lot about enemies, but not really that much about how you deal with them.
Yeah.
Because yes, while the game does come with a myriad of tools for avoiding the enemies, such as healing, mines, flashbangs, x-ray vision, barricading doors, and hacking into Grandma's pacemaker.
I mean, if there was a way to deal with these guys, that would make things too easy, wouldn't it?
Computer, give this guy terminal brain cancer.
I want you to throw all of that out the window because absolutely none of it matters at all the literal second that you hear this sound. Because the Jaeger, who shows up randomly by the way, cannot be stopped by literally any of those things, always knows your exact location, even in the dark, always proceeds very slowly and quietly towards you, and if the immortal snail is ever allowed to touch you at any point, you will instantaneously die.
Was that a Jaeger?
That sounds like it's a Jaeger. Well, no, that's not a Jaeger. Nope, there's your Jaeger.
So for everything that is not this scary bitch, we will have to remain careful, stealthy, and meticulous, scavenging what little we can to find healing, keep our batteries high, as well as returning to the YouTube video description cafeteria to ingest a cheap but effective energy product known only as Gamer Sups energy drinks.
Here comes the ad. I was wondering when that was
Mystery Gang will gain a distinctive stamina advantage, all for the low price of 40 cents per serving, with a wide selection of very normal flavors that regular people absolutely will.
Is there one that was actually labeled copium?
Drink, all custom made to ready us for any of the
transition.
Hypothetical trials that life will throw at us. Speaking of throwing things that do not require using code MaxR at checkout for a clean 10% off your next purchase and is made organically out of Real Gamer, this game allows you to comically throw random objects at anyone and anything of your choice.
Dude, I love this one.
What the fuck?
What the hell?
Which is hypothetically a good way to deal with enemies by applying a useful hit stun, but
sorry, what did I... Never mind, we're just gonna go back.
realistically, you aren't going to have any, because for the past 10 minutes, your team has been meticulously searching the entire level for as many bricks and as many homeless people as one can possibly put together. That guy's just cool, but I think if you walk up... Oh my god! Anyone got a brick?
Why do I get the feeling you don't want to do that too much?
Where's the homeless man that needs to fetch me a beer?
Right there.
Bring me. That's not
I just have a lot of clips
Apparently that guy wanted to ask a question.
of us harassing homeless people, okay? Please don't read into that more than you have to. Now, dealing with all these enemies and resources can feel like a little bit of a drag, but for the majority of cases, clear communication and a careful use of stealth, the conditions of which may vary, are enough to keep us alive. So what do you do if you encounter an enemy that forced you to freak the fuck out?
What is that?
That doesn't sound like it's gonna make things very good if you are getting forced to freak out.
What is that?
What's wrong, buddy? You see something? It looks like you fucking seen a ghost or some shit.
No,
Introducing the Benadryl Man, the
Benadryl
only
Man?
enemy in the game
That cannot be his real name.
that exists purely within the confines of your own mind. No, cool, thank you. And unlike most other enemies, Slenderman's methods are mostly non-lethal, right up until the moment that they are very much not.
Oh,
this enemy is
that
dealt with
doesn't
by
sound
literally
good.
taking anti-psychotic medication. The consequences of not collecting his 8 schizomeds being a progressive increase in random hallucinations. This fucking pedophile,
Oh, dear God.
minor breakdown in audible communication.
I'm sorry, what was that? Never mind, we're just moving on. We're moving on.
Oh my fucking god, man, what are you saying? As well as causing the level to look like that one scene from Smiling Friends. There's something in front of
You're
this
gonna have to be more
card, but it's
specific.
so blurry I can't. Okay, it's an enemy, okay. And if any of this is ignored by the time you step on a mine, you will be seeing the kind of shit that happens when Shaggy has one too many Scooby snacks. So, with
You know there had to be something in those Scooby Scraps.
all of these obstacles now in mind, you would probably assume that the Outlast Trials was a pretty hard game.
Sounds like it.
And you would be wrong. Because
Really?
yes, though there are many obstacles in the Outlast Trials, usually all at once, they are, in a word or two, fairly predictable. And once you've learned all
Fair
their
enough.
tricks, seen every puzzle, unlocked every skill in every rig, once you know
Oh, they have skills?
every single enemy and every single level, the Outlast Trials might start to feel kind of samey. And in a horror game where there's nothing left to surprise, nothing left to see,
And that's usually the death knell about a horror game.
and nothing left to fear, I think I can confidently say that this mystery has been solved.
Oh, you gotta get a bomb still there. Ooh, pizza tower. So,
Oh fuck, I forgot the bombs.
we'll just wrap the bombs over Winchester Fun Mall. Escalation therapy, is what I call
Take
it?
everything that I've said before about this game and throw it straight into the trash. Because the only mode that you should ever play in the Outlast Trials is not the one that I have been showing you.
Oh,
Everything
lovely.
that you have seen up until this point is Baby Outlast Trials.
Oh,
a teaching
nice.
tool for people who aren't ready to play the actual game. Escalation mode works by adding random modifiers to every single trial that you play.
Interesting.
The longer you go without dying, the more upgrades, the more modifiers. And if you played other roguelike games, that doesn't sound very impressive
What was that game?
until you realize exactly what the Outlast Trials means by random modifiers. Remember when I said how necessary and important teamwork and communication was? Well, the no talking modifier
Oh, that sounds important.
suddenly allows enemies to literally hear everything that you are currently saying.
Oh, that's not good.
Wow, bro has no object permanence. That's insane. Oh,
Help me,
sorry,
this is
I'm
Max.
sorry, I forgot this voice disturbance on. Or when I told you that most enemies can be avoided with proper patience, well, try being patient when there is a literal bomb strapped to your chest that is always counting down, and then force yourself to be patient because the poison gas modifier is repeatedly filling the entire level with, you fucking guessed it, I'm breathing in the chemicals.
Wow, that's a pull of a song.
Which you have to hide from every 90 seconds or else take permanent damage. Not to be confused with the actual in-game modifier, which is also called
Oh,
holy
lovely.
shit.
That's not
Except
good.
no, you can't hide from the poison gas right now because the permanent Jaeger modifier means that the Jaeger is currently
Permanent Jaeger sounds terrifying.
in the level and proceeding straight towards your unmoving location. And no, you can't gain that much distance beforehand because the no running modifier
No running? Oh, that's gotta be some BS.
is currently causing our team to have a mental breakdown.
Okay, now we're getting interesting.
Are you still in that barrel?
I have no idea what he said.
And that is just one unfortunate example of a combination that actually ended my 8-hour run. If you think that all
8 hours? Jesus, I can't believe you must be enjoying it to actually do it for 8 hours in a run.
this sounds
Jesus.
really hard and frustrating, that is because it is. And if that doesn't sound very appealing to you, you should probably play a worse game for babies. This shit is for the freaks. So instead of bothering with an
I mean, clearly, a lot of these levels are very freaky.
insightful analysis of the many philosophical implications that the funny mode can convey, I am simply going to opt out and say that everything you've seen in this entire video can become a significantly bigger problem given the right circumstances. Slenderman is for the most part not really an actual threat, but given the low sanity, bleeding, sharp glass, and psychosis damage modifiers,
That becomes a problem.
any kind of damage that you take in the level will
Is that seriously a Mother Goose bomb?
cause you to bleed, which will cause you to go insane, which will cause you to run around, which will cause you to bleed, and so much more on top of that. For someone like me, escalation mode is the Outlast Trials, and this game is only really able to keep us playing solely by the virtue of escalation mode. In summary, the Outlast Trials on its own isn't a very exciting game.
See, I did hear that it was not exactly a very exciting game, and I'm guessing that was the reason why.
Right up until the moment that it very much is. I personally recommend trying it for yourself, just so you can see how much God hates you. Thank you to all the people supporting these videos on my Patreon. The next video is probably going to be a slightly weird one, and I want you to tell me in the comments what you thought about my quirky Japanese editing. Please have a very nice night.
Oh, well, all right. Anything else? Doesn't look like to be anything else on there. Okay. Wow. Ooh, that's another Max0r video. My goodness. Okay, so the Outlast Trial. So good to hear that what I have heard about it is kind of true, that it can get a little boring and samey after a while because, you know, so you can only do so much in a horror-themed game, and when there are all these episodic things, once you've done them all, you don't really need to do them all again. But that escalation mode definitely does sound like it adds a lot of replayability towards it. So, you know, maybe I'll give it a try one time. I am at least very curious about each of the challenges and the monsters and you know, how it can go. Shame I don't have very many people who I can actually do that with, but it's worth a shot. But hey, I thank you very much for joining me here through this viewing. Y'all have a good rest of your day now. If you enjoyed, please leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. If there's anything else you want me to react towards, please leave it in the comments. And please do subscribe to help build up my channel and to follow along with any of my Let's Plays or reactions. Y'all have a good one and be sure to live life to the max. I'm out. Bye.